Boy. This, my friends, is the look of a new father. Hello everybody, welcome to Film Fireside. I'm back. I'm doing stuff. I'm trying again. Yay! So I've been gone for a long time. A lot of that due to I got a new camera in the form of a newer iPhone, and was great, but there's a lot of editing kinks I needed to work out. And then as I was starting to get those worked out, we were approaching my wife's due date for our little baby daughter. So I was like, I'll wait till the baby comes. Baby was late, 41 and a half weeks late to be exact, which was great. A little ray of sunshine. She is a ray of sunshine. Are you joking me? I love her more than anything.
Are you in love?
I am in love. Are you in love?
I'm in love too.
So I'm just going to review a movie that came out recently. It's kind of where it was on the Oscars spectrum. It was on like the spectrum for like Academy Award winning movies that we'll probably see in this year. And that was Hillbilly Elegy. It's not that it's not an awards contender. I think it was up for Best Picture, and it may not be now. And after watching it, I don't know. 2020 has been a weird year for movies. I definitely don't think it would have survived last year as being a Best Picture contender. And honestly, maybe even like the year before that. It's hard to say though. I don't know for sure. However, it's still a really great movie. And I like kind of the message of it. It's based on a true story. It's based on a book. This guy just wrote a story about his life and his family, and it seems like he has very healthy views of his family just based on the film. I haven't read the book, obviously, but based on the film alone, he has very healthy views of his family, he didn't have the best upbringing, but, through his life, he was able to make it work, and through some good influences. Right off the bat, I think highlight number one for me in this movie is Glenn Close. Holy crap, guys. Glenn Close needs an Oscar, and it's so frustrating because she performs. Some of her great performances are also in line with other great performances. I still have Viola Davis in Ma Rainey's Black Bottom as my pick for Best Actress this year. We shall see. The thing with Glenn Close is that she might be Best Supporting Actress because she doesn't have a principal role technically. I don't know. I'll have to look at that and see. I definitely see a nomination in her future, but I would love to see her win as well. I think she's deserving of it this year. Another contender too for this was Amy Adams, and she as well gave an outstandingly painful performance. It's very brutal. Oh, it's so good though. It is very, very good. Amy Adams nails it in this movie. I really don't have much bad to say about the film. It's and I say that, and you may be going, well, why don't you think it's up for Best Picture then? I don't know. For one, like a week before it came out, I was seeing some reviews come in from other critics, and it wasn't the best. It was not like the highest rated thing ever. So perhaps some movie critics weren't the biggest fan of it. I, for one, liked it. There's a simpleness to this movie, though. Do I think good or bad of that simpleness? I don't know yet. It's very fresh. I just finished the movie and my daughter's sleeping, so I was like, I'm gonna sneak away and film. I actually can now. So I haven't really let that sit with me yet, but the simpleness of the film sometimes works and sometimes it's simple, which makes it, I think, sometimes underwhelming. Now, the other thing too, when it comes to the Academy, as far as Best Picture goes, there are plenty of movies I don't like that get nominated for Best Picture. That happens all the time, A lot of times what I'm looking for isn't necessarily whether I liked it or didn't like it. That's not necessarily a contender as to whether or not it is good enough to be nominated. There are certain elements of a film that stick out to the Academy and maybe make them a little more keen on leaning a certain way with it. I have it on there though. I have it on my list of Best Picture noms still.
So since I filmed this, this is me editing it right now. There's been more reviews for Hillbilly Elegy, and it's bad. There've been really bad reviews. I don't agree with all those reviews. I think it's better than Rotten Tomatoes says it is. However, that to me seems like the nail in the coffin as far as whether or not this is eligible for Best Picture. So, nope. Sorry, Hillbilly Elegy.
I do feel that Glenn Close, like I said, I still feel like Glenn Close and Amy Adams are up for that slot. We'll have to see what happens. Stay tuned. I will be doing an awards prediction video. I'm going to organize all my thoughts and then send them your way. I think the reason it was just simple is there's a lot of like elements of the story that didn't seem like all that unique. That simpleness is good. It serves the story sometimes, and other times it makes it feel a little slow. I really enjoyed the structure of this film as well. Like I say, it's simple, but I think that it was just nicely done. You know what I mean? It was well done, well edited, well put together. Performances in this film are really, really good. I think there's a little bit of the general ensemble performances, and I only think of like a few examples. There's a lot of very like trope-like characters, you know? And the thing about the South, having lived there for a couple of years, it's amazing how much they live up to their own tropes sometimes. I'm talking more like the high school kids that he's friends with, and they're like, oh, we're gonna like go, you know, beat up store with stuff. Yeah, and drugs. The ending of the film really got me. I really enjoyed this film. Like I said, he has a very healthy view of his family, and it's cool that he ended up writing this book about himself, you know, and did so in a way, and again, based on how this story is structured, he did so in a way that was honest, fair, but also kind too. You know what I mean? Because I think there's a fear with your life. Everyone has that fear of like becoming their parents, you know, or at least the worst part of your parents. No one had perfect parents, and they make mistakes, and there's that fear of like, oh my gosh, am I gonna end up like but you know, all of the above. And oftentimes we see that does happen. And what's cool about this is seeing what he did to like break free from that. Not that he doesn't have those issues still. The film suggests though that his life, like the quality of his life, was not ruined by his upbringing. So that to me is beautiful. You know, that's a very beautiful thing. That's this, like I said, the ending of this film really, really got me. The message of hope was very, very nice. My score of the film, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Wow! Stay tuned for my awards predictions coming up. I'm going to give my picks for some of the main categories. I don't have too many right now. I usually don't like doing this unless I've seen the film, but as it's going to probably end up happening, a lot of these films I won't even be able to see until 2021 anyway, just because of life and how things have been with coronavirus and everything. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, anyway, good to get back in it. So stay tuned for more stuff. I'll do more stuff. It's fun. Yeah. I have a baby. I love that baby. I should probably go take care of that baby. Okay. Oh, comment. Okay. Yeah. Do the thing.